Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 28th of 2025. My name's Sam, and wow, this is kind of weird to actually talk to the camera, but really I'm hoping I'm just talking to you. So today's my birthday, and I'm 29 right now, which has made me a little bit sad, I guess, because now I know, I've got 1 year left of being in my 20s, and then I will be 30. It's a little crazy, but it's also made me a little bit excited. I think I just have this feeling of urgency in some ways of, oh, you don't have that much time left. I mean, it's like you're gonna turn 30 soon. I mean, not that 30 is like super old or something like that. And honestly, who knows how long I'm gonna live? Only only the Lord knows that. But I figured this would be a great opportunity to just try vlogging for a year and just do one vlog every single day. Um, and the purpose of me doing this vlog is honestly just to, well, there's twofold, I guess. One is so I can kind of capture this last year of my 20s, have something to look back on and kind of reminisce over in the future. And the other purpose is really just to kind of force myself to reflect on what happens in a day, what happened, how I was feeling, what did I learn, what were the highs and lows, how do I see God working, and it's I'm hoping that it will help me to kind of clear up maybe some of the fogginess of like what I'm doing in my life. I know that most people don't just like have a, oh, suddenly you know what you're doing, especially every single day. I'm sure that not every single day this year of being 29 is going to be super impactful or super memorable, but if I don't even reflect on these days, how am I supposed to kind of parse through what was good, what was bad, what I like to do more, what I thought was life-giving, what I thought was something that was purposeful, um, and it's kind of like an alternative in some ways to journaling. I have a friend who met about 2 years ago, and he was like, "You should probably journal more. Have you thought about journaling?" And to be fair, I've journaled at least 32 times since we met, which is not a whole lot, but it's not like insignificant either. Um, but just talking is a little bit more freeform in some ways, and I'm hoping that that will help me to gather my thoughts and even just like put it together in a video. Um, Also to help me get better at speaking too, because I'm like thinking about it now. I'm going to be saying a lot of ums, a lot of so's, a lot of pauses, and it's not going to be the most pleasant thing to hear. I'm not aiming for perfection right now. I know that these first few vlogs, maybe the first 100 or so vlogs even, are not going to be things that I would really enjoy listening to, but you got to start somewhere. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the purpose of me doing this vlog now. As I'm 29, I'm going to do one vlog every day, and the format's going to be I'm going to wake up, I normally make coffee, have a call with some people to pray, and then do my devos. And after that, it's just, I'm going to vlog. I'm going to just record what's on my mind right now and just kind of say, hey, today's Wednesday, May 28th, 2025, and today I am planning on going to work. I do structural engineering. I'm gonna do that. Lunch break, I'm gonna bring leftover cake to work, and hopefully the people will enjoy it at the office. And after work, I guess I'm gonna go. I've been meeting with a family to improve my Spanish and to also help them improve English and stuff like that. So we've been meeting every week for almost like 9 months now, and it's been really good, just to get to know them, for them to get to know me, to practice actually using Spanish in real life, and for them to practice using English. And we'll share new words, new phrases, correct each other when we're doing like when we're saying things that aren't like the normal way of saying things. And that'll be good. That basically is, and I have dinner with them afterwards. So that's kind of just my whole day. It's like after this, it's gonna be work, Spanish English practice, dinner, and then I come back here. And at the end of the day, I think my goal is to kind of recap the day, kind of share some thoughts about what happened, maybe highs and lows, or just something I learned or something I was thankful for this day. Um, it'll be kind of freeform, but it'll just be morning, stuff that happened, night, recap, and then hopefully that gets uploaded with minimal editing. And yeah, that's. I don't know if I have that much more to say. Good too. Also, that is not my camera. Okay, go up these stairs. Yep, you know where this is. I know. Am I working hard or am I hardly working? Who knows? So I don't know if it's just the lighting or I don't know the car, but I look so tired. Holy moly, I do not. Wow, that's crazy. Work must have taken a lot more out of me than I thought. I didn't do that much. Holy moly. Yep, we bring home meats to the place. Hey, so I'm back now, and it's actually past midnight, and it's already May 29th. So the first day, it's already not gone according to plan of me doing some sort of vlog talk in the morning, and then having some sort of recap at night. But I figured, at least if anything, I'm just gonna go through with it. I'm gonna think about this, or if I ever go back to watch this video, it's gonna be a little bit cringe. But again, yes, gotta start somewhere. I was gonna say, I kind of wanted to have some like questions I would ask myself, and I would just try to answer at the end of these days, just as sort of a self-reflection. And I've kind of been debating between these because I don't want to make it super long, because then I would just be talking forever. But kind of what were the highs, what were the lows of today, what did I learn, and what was I reminded of? And we'll just throw in what am I most thankful for today, perhaps. And I guess if I have those 5 questions answered every day, I'm gonna have something to talk about, I suppose, and something to go back and be like, oh yeah, you know, so those are kind of the highlights and the lowlights of the day. That's what I learned, that's what I was reminded of, that was what I was thankful for. I could go back and watch that, even if the way I talk about it might not be the most exciting. Hopefully I can work on that. So in terms of the highs of the day, I think honestly my highs was, yeah, going to so the family I go and I practice Spanish with them. I also help them with English as much as I can, although I'm not an English teacher, so you know, anything that's good that has come out of it has been, yeah, just praise the Lord for anything good that has happened from that. But I think, yeah, that was really good. I mean, they're really happy, and they know it was my birthday, so they got me a cake, and I was actually surprised they got me a present too. And like, they got me like this shirt, they got me the shirt here, they also got me a cake, and they got me a little wine glass and stuff, so that was really nice. It's like, oh my goodness, I was reminded so much about just like how much I don't deserve just like their affection, their love. So yeah, that was definitely a high of today. The low of today, yeah, I guess the low of today was that someone that I know is just going through a really rough time right now, and I kind of just walked into it unknowingly and was like, oh, you know, I don't want to share a whole lot of stuff because I'm posting this on YouTube, right? But yeah, I think it's just a little sad that they're going through that time, and I wish I could actually practically do more. I think we're just not like that close. I don't know them like that well, so I feel like there's some level of distance and some level of not being able to do much practically. I was also a little disappointed that I felt very uncomfortable and just I probably left earlier from that conversation than I should have, or maybe hard to say, right? But yeah, I think next time I would like to stay in those uncomfortable conversations longer, and just really try to listen and be there for them. That was probably low. What did I learn today? I learned that it's so easy to be off topic when you're talking in front of the camera and you're trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this little 10-minute vlog thing. It's definitely longer than 10 minutes. I mean, even if I'm like cutting some stuff out right now, we're at like 4 minutes and something seconds already, on top of like 6 minutes of recorded footage in the morning, on top of any random clips that I might think to put in. At this point, probably not. Yeah, it is so hard to stay focused. But hopefully I can get better at that. I think some other fun thing though that I learned today was that Lucas is kind of like saying like bucks in English but in Spanish. So for example, instead of saying like, oh well, do you have $10, you could say, do you have $10? And instead of saying like, do you have like 10 pesos, you could say like, do you have like 10 lucas in Spanish. I mean, I don't think lucas is the same as a peso, but it's kind of has that same like meaning. It's another way of saying like money and stuff. Yeah, and then what was I reminded of today? Yeah, I guess I was reminded. There's a lot of things I was reminded of. The first one's just like Anchorage design is. It's not where it's at. I'm sorry, all the people who go and do Anchorage design. I mean, and I understand that's important. I mean, I'll still do Anchorage design. I just can't wait till it gets more automated. Like I don't mind if AI does Anchorage design. I feel like some of that stuff is really nitty gritty, and it's just like hard to make sure that you have everything checked out correctly. There's not one program right now that just like does everything for you, because I guess it hasn't been as big of a need. I don't know. Maybe structural engineering is just a little behind. We'll see. And I guess the other thing is just just reminded that I am swimming in an embarrassment of, I think, social support, social care that I am very undeserving of, and it was just really heartwarming to just be reminded of that, people care that I exist, and reach out and say, oh, happy birthday, and various people going out of their way to celebrate my birthday or to ask me how I'm doing. Like that's I'm just reminded of that. And I guess it kind of just ties into the last thing, which is like, what am I thankful for? I'm just thankful for all the people who are in my life, whether they're friends or family, people who continue to show me a lot of love, even though a lot of times I'm just there, like I feel like I don't reciprocate as much as I would like to, and I'm just thankful that people are still around me. that being said, I'm just gonna sign off before I just ramble way too much. I guess that's it for day 1 of vlogging. Bye.